Alright everyone, welcome to this Chivalry Total War Let's Play. For this Let's Play I have created a small submod, and basically all it is I've removed the faction of Bohemia and replaced it with the Duchy of Upper Lorraine, simplified to the Duchy of Lorraine. So the faction has the baseline Bohemia stuff. You can see that this is the same unit that's for Bohemia. I'm not a very talented modder when it comes to this type of work. This is like my first time doing anything but mapping. And there's a few changes that I've made. I've added Lotharingian knights, obviously. The bodyguard for this faction is Lotharingian knights as well. And if we look here in the building browser, I've added a few units, but only one you'll be able to see now. Or, yeah, one. And that is, I've changed the Crusader crossbowmen to Lotharingian crossbowmen, which is available in the Siege Workshop line, and I get them a lot easier than everyone else in the game. Because I was looking through the units and I saw they have the cross of Lotharingia, and I think that's a reference to Godfrey in the First Crusade. But I also added Flemish mercenaries, and they're easier to get for this faction, but they're only available when you actually have Flanders, and we don't have Flanders. Nor will we probably be able to get Flanders very easily. So the goal of this campaign is to recreate the Kingdom of Lotharingia. And the Duchy of Lorraine at this time was part of the Holy Roman Empire. So we are allied with them, just like we would be if we were Bohemia. But we want to break away from that and make this middle kingdom that disappeared from history, and probably get all the way down to Italy. We might take Rome as like the crowning achievement. But we also want to assert our power over the other Frankish kingdoms. So I think we can turn Fog of War off. The funny thing about this mod is that the rebels are very powerful, and they start with big armies. And so in the situation we're in with these tiny armies and a weak economy, it's not a good idea to attack the rebels. Their armies are too powerful. So what I actually want to do is make a quick offensive against France, which we can see if we move our diplomat over here. They've got this really weak settlement, Rhine, which is barely protected at all. This will greatly help our economy, and yeah, put France on the back foot. So that's my plan as of right now, and here's just a little introduction, which you can read if you want. It's a long introduction. So first thing we're going to do is gather together an army. We're going to leave one spear militia here. They're not very happy about that, but they'll live. Let's see if we can move this guy out. So they moved to 70%. And if I decrease the taxes, then I'm just in horrible debt, most likely. So I'm going to leave Hermann von Lotharingen in Culm. And I'm going to raise the taxes. And I'm going to move out his army instead. Oh. That's a shame. Let's actually build execution places, because this will give us 5%, and then we'll be in 75, we'll be safe. Of course, the settlement can't revolt on 70, but it can riot, I'm pretty sure. So let's just merge these two armies. But before I attack France, why not speak to their #1 historical rival, the English? Let's see if we can get trade rights. Guess we'll try for map information. They want a tribute. Let's get rid of the tribute and try offering them an alliance. No, they refuse. That's a shame, but I think that'll be fine for now. Now we're gonna move him to attack France. Yep. War. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. So the Holy Roman Empire has taken our side. I think that's because we're the aggressor. I think it's time that I think we should end the turn here. I don't want to build something here because then we'll be out of money. You can see that rebel army is on the move. They're eyeing to see if we'll try to take their land, I guess. But I'm not interested in them right now. I think right off the bat we can start the siege on Rhine. Balance of power is greatly in our favor. Even if it wasn't, I'd still feel pretty confident. But anyway, let's get into this battle. So battles in this mod are, I'll say the battles are not particularly balanced in the fact that heavy cavalry is just so powerful that they can just steamroll past most units. In Medieval 1, these spearmen could actually hold out against cavalry, even generals' bodyguards. But in this mod, which is supposed to be based off of Medieval 1, there's no chance of that. Heavy cavalry is king more than ever. So I'm just going to go to ×3 speed. This should be a fairly straightforward siege. They've got just this basic spear militia, and they have a general with less men than our king. Now these Lotharingian knights, they are actually worse than the household knights by a little bit, which is another thing that's going to make this campaign a little harder. Now, I could have made them more powerful in the folders, or in the files really, but I just decided that it wasn't that important. I gotta wait for this gate to come down. Let's see if we can move our archers into range. Is there any way we can angle it? Looks like we're just out of range, and if we get too close, then we're just shooting at a wall. So we're just gonna have to wait for this gate to come down. Let's send the spear militia in first and make a line here. And honestly, we might even just reinforce it with the second. We're going to put both of them on guard mode so that they better able to resist a charge from the household knights. Archers, not going to be very helpful in this siege. So I think we'll just leave them out here. Now we've got to move our cavalry in. I think I'm going to leave one of the cavalry units, this weaker one, to here to support the spear militia. And I'm going to move the general, I'm just going to run him around to flank. So let's see. Hopefully they don't charge now, because I want my general to be in position. Actually, I think I'm gonna just... No, that's wrong, no. I meant to click on you. Bring you over here, and I think I'm gonna charge them, because I don't want to be charged by the household knights. I want to just charge them and not have to deal with that. We might as well bring in the archers. Yeah, see, they're charging. They're gonna get this charge off of us, and it's not good. Pathfinding is a little weird. These spear militia. Should be able to surround and butcher these spear militia. Look at that charge. Nice. I mean, we're not gonna win this fight over there. I mean, see how I mean, like, these spearmen, they're just getting slaughtered. You know, no chance. They've killed maybe one knight. Might take them off guard mode, because I don't think that's really helping them. We really need to move these knights to help. You can see we're just losing all of our spear militia. Let's rally. I think it's safe enough to just charge through them at this point. Because their spear militia are just as bad as ours, and they're not really doing much to us. Yeah, we're doing much better now. We've got a few knights back here cleaning up the spear militia. I really like the battle maps in this game. It feels very early medieval, definitely. They're definitely also styled after Medieval 1, where you capture the province and then... Like, this is more of just the biggest fortress, like the fortification in the province of Rhine, or whatever it's called. Like, rather than this being... I don't think this is supposed to be the city, that's all I'm saying. Let's just 3 times speed here. Oh, don't want them shooting. These household knights are so powerful. I mean, they've held out for this long. And there goes their general. So we did alright. We did lose quite a few spearmen. Of course, our general's bodyguard will replenish. Alright. So here's a big decision. And for me, it's pretty obvious. We're going to enslave the populace. Because it disperses these people. Ooh, that's not good. It disperses the population to these other settlements, and that just means more taxpayers and more potential recruitment. And you can see just how, like, our economy has stabilized. We're now making 1,640 florins. Just call them florins. Let's retrain these spear militia here, because we can. Let's take a look at Paris. We don't really know anything about it, but it's probably safe to assume that they're going to be able to protect Paris with something. That army's moved a little bit. I think we should build some land ownership. Let's actually build it. Yeah, we're gonna build it in our capital. And we're gonna end the turn here. Actually, let's see if we can move our diplomat. I'd like to talk to Italy, because I don't want them coming through the mountains and attacking me from behind. hoping that I can get alliances with all these people. Let's just offer them, give them a good deal here. Wow, that's a shame. Guess we'll try talking to Sicily, then we can work with them to take out Pisa. Honestly, we might actually try to get a ceasefire with France at this point, because I would rather, now with my economy stabilized, I would rather go for the coast here and get that rich settlement potential, and then keep going for them. Maybe even take this out, because the AI has a lot of trouble getting over water, and if we take their only settlement on the mainland, I think we can hold them off pretty easily. But that's also kind of cheesy. See, this is the upgrade to the settlement, but it's 9,000, and it's gonna be a big investment that we might never upgrade that settlement. I don't want to get this because this decreases population growth, and this is already decreasing. I might go for this, just so that I can train archers, even though they are quite bad. I think it's smarter to just go to land ownership. Land ownership just gives us more taxes, so it's just an easy way of improving the economy a little bit. Let's train up a unit of spear militia to act as garrison. Yeah, I do like the sprites, or whatever they're called, on the campaign map, but sometimes you just can't see the diplomats. So you just have to look for the area that's highlighted. But anyway, let's end the turn. So we lost a little money because of all the construction that we did. There's Rome. In this mod, it's owned by the Holy Roman Empire. And here's the Pope. Let's see. 1073? Is that actually Gregory the 7th? I don't remember. There's Naples, which is rebel. And here's Sicilo-Normans. Oh, that's interesting. We can't make an alliance with them, because they're allies with France. And so many other people, jeez. Wow. That's the thing is, I don't know if I want to leave Rhine, because they could make a counterattack. I'd also like to just know more about this area in general. But let's see if I can just... See how expensive watchtowers are in this mod? It's kind of crazy. Oh, we're in English territory. Oh! This is what I was afraid of. They hide in the trees. We gotta just withdraw, if we can. This could be potentially bad, because if we lose the king, you can see that our family tree is such that we don't even have a male heir. Because the king himself, the duke at this time, he's only 18. He was 17 when we started the game. Alright, let's end the turn. Let's get him headed back to France to see if we can get a ceasefire. good. We're sort of barely just managing to stay afloat economically. Ooh. So they've... There's Robert of Normandy. Yeah, none of these buildings are of much interest to me. Might honestly just recruit more spear militia. Get land ownership here. They're surprisingly happy, despite having just recently been conquered by us. They're of the same culture. There's a very standardized European culture, which might not be altogether accurate, but... So if we... This is a trap, because this settlement... Oh, it's only got one garrison. Well, its army is in the trees here. We saw them earlier. And if we attack Ghent, they're going to come from behind. But there could be something to standing on this bridge. We might get a bridge battle. I think I'm going to hold off right now and do some more training and wait until I can communicate with France about our state of affairs. They have not taken Arles. Surely they've got a settlement somewhere up here. Oh, still says the Duke of Bohemia. Thought I changed all those. Yeah, we're still training up those. We're not making as much money now because of all the troops that we're gathering together. Sure, we'll accept trade rights from Poland. Yeah. They probably don't like that we're allied with the Holy Roman Empire. Yeah, we're basically stagnant. In fact, we're actually losing money now. I wonder if it might make more sense to try to fill this garrison up so that Herman here can leave. Yeah. Let's do that. And let's stand right here and attack Ghent. This army is certainly going to attack us. In fact, we might be attacked by 2 armies in this, when we end turn. Alright, here we go. I really don't know if they'll accept or not, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah. Alright, in that case, let's go talk to the Spanish. Wow. So, here's something to note about this. Even though the balance of power is horribly not in our favor, these units are all terrible. I mean, all we need to do is gather together our knights and make a lot of charges and just use the infantry as a line to hold them back. I think we'll do this battle and then we'll end the first episode. I'm just gonna save here. This game does crash on occasion. There's the really cool Varangian Guard. They look great in this mod. Yes, just as I was hoping, we are on a bridge. So this means we can sort of bottleneck them and charge them, and their morale won't be as good. Oh, we have this extra unit, huh? We also have household knights coming from over here. That's not good. They have crossbowmen. Well, they did attack us, so we can rely on them coming for us, I think. I hope. Let's actually move our... because I want our knights to have a clean ability to charge in and get their full charge bonus. I don't want infantry in the way. Looks like they're going to try to pepper us down, but they're out of range. So it might actually be smart, while they're waiting, to just deal with this general. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh! They're coming. Can't really do that now. They're still just walking over leisurely. Alright. This should be pretty devastating to them. They're just going to get encircled on all sides. Yes, we can break them. It's great. Let's see if we can just use our mass to get these guys to break as well. Focus on the back ranks. No, let's get our cavalry out of there. Now we'll charge back in. We're just hoping for a mass rout. And we are getting some routes. We're getting a mass rout. This is great. Good thing about rebels is it doesn't really matter whether you kill their routing troops. The armies never come back. So. They're getting quite close now. That general's bodyguard. And they're being really stupid AI right now. They're really living up to the stereotype. Total war AI. They're totally sandwiched in. These feudal men-at-arms are very good units. I mean, normally if you use them and they're used well, they can do great. It's just sort of the situation they're in. And once again, the fact that cavalry is just so powerful in this mod kind of just defeats that. Let's actually throw the archers in just as extra bodies to kill all these retreating forces so they don't come back. We've routed their whole army at this point, which is great. Let's charge them before they can charge us. We're not going to have an opportunity. You go around. We are. We didn't get a great charge. Come on. Such weak charges. Let's just get all of our troops in here. I mean, we can 3 times speed this. Actually, let's not use our archers because we can't retrain them. Our cavalry's doing a fine job. Their general. Let's try to make sure we kill their general. It's not possible. Alright. Wow. So they're attacking us again. And this guy's back. He's still... See, if we had killed him, we would have gotten into Ghent. So I think we're just going to do this next time, the next episode. And I'll see you guys then.